Hello there. It is January 17th. It is, honestly, I forget what the time is, but I think it's somewhat a little after 6 p.m. Although I don't, maybe I'm getting my time wrong. It's actually much closer to 7. Regardless, I'm going on over to dinner. Kind of wish I had went over a little earlier. It's fine. I was enjoying playing some Minecraft with my friend Yig. So I'll have another episode out of the Minecraft multiplayer survival world series with him in it. Also, spoiler with that, we did actually have our third friend on there join us, but he was not very helpful at all. He was really annoying. And eventually he just left. So yeah, well, I'll make sure to include some of the highlight reels of of those annoying moments. But nonetheless, I'd say we made some good progress, although pretty much most of that was after our other friend had left, because he kept on really distracting us. So we got me and Yig. We worked pretty hard, and we made some good progress on stuff. Nothing extraordinary, I know, but pretty good to help us out in the future of the world. And who knows, I might do, if he's up for it, and I still feel like it myself, I might do a PvP video with him this evening after I go back from dinner. Again, no promises on that. I don't know, but maybe we'll see. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's really nice. I really got to play with him. Besides that, I'm also glad I got a bunch of stuff done, in these last few days. There was all of the homework stuff, and I still haven't done it yet. But it's fine. I think it was nice playing with my friend there for a good few hours, and I know I've been pretty productive and proactive and stuff and whatnot. So I think it's fine if in a Friday, late Friday afternoon / evening, if I just sit back and just have a nice time with one of my friends. I think that's perfectly reasonable. What else? Well, yesterday I started rewatching, or I don't know if it's rewatching because I didn't watch the whole thing literally, but watching the full gameplay of the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle game, which is the one that my dad played some of, but since I'm not home right now and haven't been for like 2-3 weeks now, however long, right? I'm pretty sure his Xbox Game Pass thing is probably worn off by now, or is getting pretty close to it, unless he's planning on getting another month of it or 2, which he might, I don't know. But nonetheless, pretty cool. It's nice seeing that. I was just seeing, again, some of the really early game stuff, and the actual full recording that I was by this guy I was watching is like, I think it's like 11 and a half hours long or something crazy, so pretty wild on that front. So I probably am not too likely to actually, fully watch the whole thing, in one day. But I don't know. It'd be nice to. Wow, I really thought that thought I was reading like, oh, you can cross this, across the street sign. Nope. Didn't. Not what happened. Well, nonetheless, I've been glad that today's been a little nicer than I don't know. I kind of felt like it would be, so that's good. Oh yeah, if you enjoy the sort of content that I make and you want to see more of it, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm trying to reach 50 subscribers before Valentine's Day. I think I'm at 41, 42 subscribers right now. At least as of I checked last night. I think it was. And so really just appreciate it, and yeah. And I just want to thank everyone who's helped to contribute to that goal so far. I forget if I really just said I'm getting pretty used to saying stuff like, saying this, whole subscribe thing in my daily walking videos. So I don't know, I sometimes feel like, especially if I do more than one in a day, I'm like, did I already say that already in this video? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Hope you like this kind of stuff. So yeah. And I would say, I'm not too sure 100% yet with what Minecraft series I will necessarily work on, but if I ever become some kind of schedule, I do wonder if I might want to say like, I have certain types of Minecraft videos that come out on, probably certain days. Like, for example, we could say that like, oh, these, any multiplayer, videos that, where I and, my friend we played together or something, would probably be coming out on like Fridays or Saturdays, right? Maybe Sundays, and then stuff like a speed run, like a vanilla speed run, or maybe 1.16.1 speed run, or something like that. Maybe on like a, anywhere between like a Monday to like Wednesday, and then, or kind of an idea. I don't know if I'd stick to that exactly, and really I don't know what I'll do. I'm still pretty small channel content creator, but I'm not too worried right now. These are two pretty cool cars. Here's one that's just like a nice flame sign, and then like there's this really cool like mid 1960s model. That's sick. Yeah, I really like it. Looks really good. Like, they take care of it too. It's pretty clean. So pretty nice. I know that the idea of like actually driving does make me feel really quite nervous, and I have certain sensory issues, but I can still appreciate how cool, or nice that some different models of vehicles are, right? It's just excuse me. A small thing that I can appreciate, even if I don't really think about it too much. So yeah. And again, I might want to try to think about, again, I don't think it's probably that problematic, but just for the future, kind of think about, okay, when I say like certain video ideas, I don't want to, over propose, because I know there's been a handful of times where, I propose some video ideas, stuff that I didn't really end up doing, or at least not, at that time, or until maybe a few days later or so. Although, I do recognize, I have stuff I want to do sometimes, and, sometimes I might expect, or I just feel tired or whatever, but I do want to, get content out fairly frequently, at least in this time of my channel, since, it's still pretty small, and, just really have lots of different videos that people can enjoy and engage with. So yeah, I do hope that, as time goes along, I can perhaps introduce more elements of humor, or connecting different interests together, perhaps. But anyways, I'll leave this off with this, and I think I might have I just remember I asked a question in a previous video, and I don't remember what it was. And I said, like, oh my, I think it was like it was like 4 different types of musics, I think it was. So yeah, feel free to answer that question if you want to go back to that video. I unfortunately don't remember which daily video that was. So yeah, there's that. And the question I want to leave off with you guys is, if you're willing to, if you're not, I don't really care too much. It's fine. But just watching my videos, you might have seen a lot more of my stuff now. I have probably close to like 123, 124 videos, something like that right now. And so I'm just curious, what do you guys think my Myers-Briggs personality type is? I think I might have asked this in a previous video before. Maybe I didn't, I don't know. Okay, I know I did make the, and I'll say this, I did make the Myers-Briggs 16 personalities type test like a month, or it was like 2 months ago, I think it was, I don't know, like a month or two ago, something like that, right? And you saw what my type was that I got on there. I will clarify the super secret thing part of it that I've talked about a little bit in the last like 2 or 3 videos that I've done, daily videos, is in fact that I am not that personality type that you saw that I got on that test. And I will try to explain why that is, and actually explain what my real type is. And I'll say this, also the type that I originally thought I was for 2 years, for 2 years and 2 months or whatever it was. Because actually, fun fact, I first took the Myers-Briggs 16 personalities test on November 2nd of 2022. I found that out the other day, because you could actually scroll back through and find previous results, and I just thought that was super cool. So that type that I got, and I thought myself to be for most of these last 2 years or so, I'm not actually that type. It's kind of crazy, because I spent so much time researching and learning stuff about with that type, and so it feels like I'm not actually that type. But nonetheless, I'm not upset about it. I think it was pretty cool and interesting learning about it a lot more throughout the off and on throughout the last 2-ish years or so. And I've already done a little bit more researching, looking into stuff for my own type that I think I actually am. And so I hope to share that with you all probably over this weekend, if I don't do something like that tonight. I don't know. I feel like I might do the Minecraft like a Minecraft PvP video, although I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see what my friend will be doing, if he still is able to play tonight after I finish dinner. So, and I would do a daily like I do like a dinner monologue video again, but again, I don't want to keep my friend waiting too long, so I'm not gonna do that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.